Hi, I'm Stacy and this is Work Smarter, insight and tools to accelerate your fulfillment and success. Today we're talking about relationships because relationships can make or break you. Working independently, like the efficient, high-achieving rock star that you are, is great, but putting yourself in a silo is a mistake. Making relationships is critical for you, not just for performance and advancing your career, but for fulfillment. Let me ask you a question. Can you think back to a time when you were really happy in a job? And why were you so happy? I bet one of the main reasons is a constant theme that I see, and that is the reason that you're happy because of the people around you, like your boss, that's a big one, or your colleagues, or even your customers. Because those relationships, that connection, it fuels us, and that collaboration inspires us. And when you cut yourself off from those relationships, especially the healthy ones that you want to cultivate, you're actually breaking down your own needs. You're not serving those, and you're taking away opportunities to demonstrate your own value as a leader. So what kind of relationships are healthy, and which relationships do you want to build? Well, those are the ones where you can be honest, where you can be authentic, which is what's true for you. They're the relationships where you're able to honor your boundaries, you can uphold your boundaries, your values. You don't have to pretend to be someone that you're not. These are relationships that feed you in multiple ways. They are the kinds that have a mutual exchange of support, of feedback, of ideas, and also it's the same and just the right amount of wanted affect and disclosure. You may have found this before, as I find that this is often challenging for people, especially between extroverts and introverts. They have a different level of wanted and expressed affect. And so if you're an extrovert and you're looking to build those relationships, you might be wanting to tell someone all about your weekend, about things going on in your life, or the latest in the job environment, but introverts are going to be a whole lot less receptive than that. And so you need to understand what the other person needs in that relationship and be able to adapt to it. Okay? What are the wrong kinds of relationships? Well, I'm sure you have some of these too. These are the ones that drain you, or where you're just wasting time maintaining a fake relationship. I mean, sometimes you have to communicate with people, like your boss, if that person is not a terribly supportive individual, but you do have some choices, and you want to go ahead in there and prune the low-hanging fruit. If you are around people, you are engaging more than you have to with people who are de-energizing, demoralizing. That's what you want to cut off, and especially communicating with people who often cross your boundaries. So for example, I had a client who was working to study for a certain certification with a coworker, and at some point my client said no, that she wasn't going to provide this person with something she requested, and this person got upset and called my client a really bad name that she shouldn't have been called. Those are things that you want to cut right out. That's not a relationship that you need. Okay, so how do you evaluate and effectively manage these relationships? Well, the first thing that I want you to do is take an inventory. Okay, so who's around you? Who's in your life? We're especially talking about the work context here. Take a look at all of these key relationships, the people that you're interacting with on a regular basis, and see if you can decide, okay, is this a healthy relationship for me, and why? What am I adding to that? How am I adapting to it, feeding it, cultivating it? And what else do I need from it? Okay, and then also, what are the negative relationships? What are the ones that you're pretending to be someone else you're not, that are de-energizing for you? How can you tone those down or begin to actually phase them out? So that's the first thing, take the inventory. Then actively nurture the healthy relationships. Don't let them stagnate and just imagine they're going to do better on their own. Make sure you feed them. What are the ways to do that? How can you support that person more and encourage those exchange of ideas? Okay, and then grow your network. This is something that you should do beyond the comfortable relationships, is getting on LinkedIn or even connecting with people that you knew in the past. You know, I hear so many times from clients that, oh gosh, okay, I'm in a job search, but I'm so hesitant to tell people in my network because I'm embarrassed, or we haven't talked for a long time. You don't want to let it get to that point. You constantly grow and feed that relationship, your existing ones in the workplace, and then beyond that in your network. And then finally, get a mentor. This is something everyone should have, and there's so many different places where you can find that. Findamentor.org, there's careercontessa.com. They have mentors where you can have single sessions and you can choose who you want to hire. So try and get a mentor or a coach to help you with this as well. So healthy relationships, that's what you're going for. Don't put yourself in a silo. Make sure you contribute to that relationship, and it's also feeding you so that you can grow in your fulfillment and also enhance your performance. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you next time.